Just looking at this quote again, and I thought, like, it says 3 multi-billionaires own more wealth than half of society. And I was thinking, who are those billionaires? Well, they do have a list called the Forbes richest. Let me see here. Is Jeff Bezos ranked #1 right now? It constantly goes up and down. I mean, it constantly changes. I mean, sorry. That must be why Bing's not working right now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Bill used to be #1 for a really long time. And he's on his way up, though. I haven't seen this list in a really long time. The last time I checked, Jeff wasn't #1, but he is now. So congratulations to Jeff for being #1 right now on the Forbes list. Real-time billionaires. I haven't even seen this website yet. There's a real-time list. The last time I checked, it wasn't in real time. It was like a thing that they printed out in the magazine every year. Mark's #5, Larry Page, Sergey Brin, Larry Ellison. And I had a wonderful video on his company, Oracle, but I never recorded it. I just went over his website, but one day I'll go over Oracle. Warren Buffett, big fan of him, and Coca-Cola, but I bought Pepsi this time at the store because, I drank so much Coca-Cola. Amancio Ortega, Mukesh Ambani, Steve Ballmer. I didn't know he was on the list. I thought he was just like a big personality, but I guess he's also worth a lot of money. He had a high stake in Microsoft too. He was one of the he's one of the guys that was there since the beginning, but I didn't know he was that wealthy. But now I know. Bernard family. Francois. Zong Shan or Shan. Jim Walton. He's of the Walton family. Alice Walton. Learned a lot about Sam Walton when I went to school in Tennessee for a year and a half. Or 2 years, or 1 year. I think it was a year and a half. My old teacher of history, United States history, thankfully didn't teach us, he told us about Sam Walton and I think it was Arkansas. How it started from just a general store, and Sam Walton used to sit on his rocking chair, supposedly, in this general store, and people used to greet everyone and stuff that came in and out of his store and all that. There's another Walton, Rob Walton. So I've been a huge fan of Walmart my whole life, and they're getting quite old, 73, 76. You could call me Tom Walton. Michael Bloomberg, big fan of the entertainment and the news. Got him, got Adani, and family. Commodities and infrastructure. Phil Knight. Internet media on Mahutang. Michael Dell. Shout out to Michael Dell. Dell Computers. Everyone knows Dell Computers. The best manufacturer of computers of all time. They trump everyone. They're like the Trump of computers. Of the computer world or whatever. Jack Ma. I've seen him before. E-commerce. Robin Zhang. Charles Koch. I've heard of the Koch. I think he has a brother too. Quite possibly. Koch Industries. I think that's music or something. I'm not sure. Stocks. Chemical manufacturing. I've heard of the name before though. Petroleum, chemicals, energy. That's something I need to get more into, learn more about. Because my family was big into the petroleum. And I don't necessarily know if it was petroleum specifically, but I know that they drilled wells for oil or whatever, which I think is called petroleum. I know there's all different terms. Julie Koch. So Charles is worth 4.6.3. That's weird. I think they're both just listed here. I think it's a combined wealth though, maybe quite possibly. Who knows? Or maybe they're each worth 4.63 and family or whatever. Who knows? I'm not sure. Colin Zhang. He's part of that same Zhang family. A lot of these names look very similar, especially a lot of them. Daniel Gilbert. Quicken Loans. Supermarkets. Fashion retail. Shipping. TikTok. Wow, he's right up there, eh? Wow, he got that much, eh? Giovanni Ferrero. I've had a lot of those chocolates. No wonder people buy those chocolates a lot for Christmas and gifts and things. I didn't think he would make that much money, but it might be a total. I don't know if this is an evaluation of the business in total. It probably is too. Not just money in the bank. Or it could be money in the bank. It says net worth. Online games. William Lading. Masayoshi Son. Gerard Wertheimer. Miriam Adelson. Casinos. I played an online casino today for once. It was pretty fun. Real estate. Yang Hoyen, Li Shao Qi, Len Blavatnik, real estate, music chemicals for Len Blavatnik. Music and chemicals, what a mixture. This is a different name. Alexei Mordashov. Alexei Mordashov. Steel. A lot of money in steel, even though it rusts. But I'm sure they're working on all types of alloys or whatever of steel to stop it from rusting. But I've noticed steel rusts quite a lot. That's why I prefer brass. But I think brass, when it's first manufactured, it's just quite. Brass is a really nice alloy, but I think it's a little more expensive. It's a pretty expensive alloy or whatever. But I'm sure he produces brass with the steel, right? Steel is the base metal, and then they mix it with some other metals to create the alloys or whatever. And let's see, John Mars. Oh, do I know Mars? I didn't know that he was into pet food as well, though, and I didn't know their first names, Jacqueline and John Mars. But I definitely have been a consumer of their candy, a little too much. Suzanne Clayton, BMW and pharmaceuticals. Everyone got big into the pharmaceuticals a couple of years back. My eyes, anyway, are back to these vehicles like BMW. Eyeglasses. Leonardo del Pacheco or I don't know. I'd have to look them up and find the pronunciation. It's sort of like Vecchio. He's probably not too happy today. He's red or whatever a little bit, but not too much. Not much at all. I'm sure he's not doing too bad. Eyeglasses. I just got some new eyeglasses. Ralph Lauren's. I'm not sure if he works with them or not. Vladimir Potanin. Potanin. I don't know. I want to see. Oh, Luxottica. Oh, they're also a retailer, so maybe they do sell other brands. He looks a lot like Vladimir Putin, too, or Putin. Metals, he's into metals. Stefan Schwarzman. He's an investor. Oh, I think here's their IPO, quite possibly. No. Their net worth is in the billions. And here's how much it's going up and down. Like, it's hard to fathom for me anyways. But I can understand the ratios and whatnot. So he lost like, 40% of a billion or whatever. And etc., which is a pretty heavy loss. This person's up the same amount. Steel and transport. Russia. What's up with this here? $0 change today? Nobody's buying Red Bull. Nobody's. Is that a standstill? Or I guess that's pretty good. That's solid. Didn't lose anything, but that could be inaccurate. I think a lot. Red Bull was big, big, big. But everyone will be back on it soon. I might even buy a Red Bull in the future. They did a lot of sporting events. Maybe he's just enjoying his net worth. Who knows? Leonid Michelson. Gas and chemicals. Like I said, gas. In my other video, I was talking gas. I was like, I like gas. But who knows when they're going to run out of it. But probably not in my lifetime. We got lots of it, I think, still. But doesn't it get like old in the barrels? I'm not sure, but I think they put like some sort of like mixtures in the gas, like water and whatnot, so it doesn't go bad or whatnot. I don't know anything about the petroleum business. Sensors, that could be used for a lot of things. Those new vehicles and other different technologies and package delivery. Wang Wei. Lee, and that's funny. He's got all this money, but he doesn't have a picture on Forbes. There is people like that, you know. Estee Lauder. I think that's who makes Red Door. My family was big into Red Door perfume. My grandmother wore it. My mother copied my grandmother and wore it. Especially when it was sold in Sears. Which who knows if Sears will ever come back, because Sears, the website's still up, I'm pretty sure. But that is how I know Estee Lauder is they have that Red Door fragrance that I believe is Estee Lauder. It might be a collaboration, or it might be beside Estee Lauder. Red Door, yeah, it's Elizabeth Arden. So I wonder how I mix those two up. I think back in the day on Canadian television, must have been Elizabeth Arden, and then right after was Estee Lauder, or vice versa. But yeah, my grandmother wore this perfume, and then my mother wore it for a while, and I always enjoyed the smell of it for a long time when I was younger. And I haven't seen it in a while. I haven't seen it in a while, but maybe it would be something I would gift my mom in the future, maybe in a few years. Or maybe even this Christmas or something. Red Door 30th anniversary. Elizabeth Arden Red Door celebrates the glamour and elegance of women worldwide. Pang Kang, Vajit Alakparov, oil, mining, hospitals, vaccines. Pierre Omidyar, I've heard of him. eBay and PayPal. Pig breeding. Well, I eat a lot of pigs, and I know a lot of other people do too. Pork and bacon and pork chops, sorry. And what else? You know all the stuff. Sausages and what else do I like? Oh, that pulled pork. Big fan of pulled pork. Wang Xing e-commerce. Wang Xing. Looks like he might be into Chinese e-commerce or something, but he did. I think he's got education from the University of Delaware and a university in Beijing, China. I haven't been to China, but my friend or old friend did. She's not old, but used to be friend did. She got to go to China. Let's see. Stefan Quant. Shivnader. Gina Reinhardt, mining. I don't see her mining herself, but maybe she has. Who knows? I wonder if you can look her up and see if she's ever been in the mining field. Parody. Working for Gina Reinhardt. I've never seen a lot of these people. I should go individually and look each person up. She's got awards and whatnot. That's the thing about media, really. It doesn't really say too much about somebody's true wealth or nothing. Some people have a lot of media and some people don't. I mean, look at some of these big billionaires don't even have headshots on the Forbes. Like, views and things don't really matter that much. Oh, look at here.
Good evening. My name is Gina Mineheart. My dear subjects, tonight I would like to explain to you the importance of mining for Australia's future. This is my understanding of how mining works. What's mine is mine. What's yours is also mine. What's in the mine is mine, and what's not in the mine is also mine, or soon will be mine. That's my understanding of mining. I would say thank you before signing off, but that implies I owe you something. Good night.
That's kind of what I was looking for. I had no idea.
Tonight, one of the most controversial stories we've ever presented.
This looks like Australian comedy or something. It's probably
7:30 on Comedy. Get the Comedy Channel in the Entertainment Plus pack.
She looks like she lost a lot of weight in this picture. But she looks closely related to me. I always put my hands like that, and so does my auntie. Who knows? I'm done with that related to this person and that person thing, but I never seen, I never thought I never really got into some of the other countries, and I'm starting to now. Like, I don't know too much about Australia, but that was a big eye opener. A lot of these things are big eye openers. Just looking through this list and searching each person up, you could learn a lot. Eric Schmidt, I've watched documentaries on him. Stefan Persson, H&M. Been to H&M a couple times. Didn't know where they were out of, Sweden. But we have a couple H&Ms, more than a couple in Canada. I've been to more than a couple. And I think I bought, my brother bought that Custom Cars and Cycles. You've probably never heard of it. It was like this Rick Ross collaboration thing where he puts a couple underground artists on it. And I think my brothers bought a couple other CDs from there, and I think I bought like a small pop figure or something maybe from there. I don't think I bought too much from there, H&M. Apple and Disney, Lauren Powell, Jobs. Was that Steve's wife? I'm not sure. Or sister, daughter? I think it might be even. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, she must have been, yes. She was the heiress to Steve. And that's the thing, like I think my knowledge was left at that one movie, that Pirates of Silicon Valley thing, and where he had that dispute with the woman that had the daughter and whatnot, and then he named the computer, and I think that's where I left off, so I didn't do too much research. But I'm not sure if that's her or if that's a different one. There's Lisa. That was the daughter. That he named that one computer after. There's Francois, and there's Bing not really loading anymore. Francois. Steve Wozniak. Looks like she has a different last name, so yeah, looks like that isn't her daughter. Chris Ann Brennan. And I never knew what the real Lisa looked like. And, big into it though. Francois Battencourt Myers. I'm not sure if it's my internet service provider that's loading this slow or Bing, because everything else loads fairly quick. I'm going to upgrade soon. Hopefully it's just lightning fast after that. Melinda Gates. John Scully. Steve. I've already bothered Steve beyond belief. And me and Steve had a similar story, except he got in a plane accident and I got knocked out by a big guy or whatever in jail or whatever. But we both had short-term memory loss and had to recollect our thoughts and things like that. Eduardo Saverin. Everyone knows Eduardo Saverin. If not, you better go watch Social Network, but I think everyone's watched it. Michael Hartono, Ernest Garcia, Robert Pera, Lakshmi Mittal, Zhang Hu Huan, Zhang Huiwan, Thomas Strungman, pharmaceuticals, tobacco, semiconductors, coal and fertilizers, Andrei Melnichenko, Emmanuel Besnier, cheese. I do like French cheese. Does the list keep going? I think it does. Andreas Strungman and family, Thomas Strungman family, Robert Pera, Michael Hartano, a lot of older people. I wonder who the youngest one on the list. Look at this guy, 36. Pavel Durov. Messaging app. What messaging app? WhatsApp? No, Telegram. And that's what I need to get into. I've seen everybody's on this Telegram. And I downloaded it. I got it downloaded. And I'm ready to go. I just have to submit my phone number, I think. And then I'll be on Telegram and ready to go. Or I think you log in with your phone number or whatnot. But a lot of people are using it. I've seen it pop up quite a few times the past week. Not pop up, but that was the way to contact quite a few people that I needed to get in contact with. They're using Telegram. And I heard about it like maybe a couple of years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago I heard about it. Maybe, yeah, a while ago I heard about it, but now it seemed to really have taken off, where even I've downloaded it and will be using it. Anyways, what else? Thomas Frist Jr. We share the same name. Hospitals, I just got out of one. Walmart, Lucas Walton. He's quite young too, 34. One of the youngest on the list that I've seen. That must be maybe, I'm not sure. Grandchild? Grandson, yes. Donald Newhouse. Media. I've been trying to do the media thing, but I'm not good at it. I'm not really good at it either. So I don't know what I'm doing with it. And I got sort of tired of it, but now I've got a whole new process behind it, so I'm doing all right with it. But I'm getting a hang of it. But Donald Newhouse, he knows what he's doing with media for sure. Look at this, 16.4 billion. What's he doing in media? He owns Advanced Publications, founded by his father, Samuel Irving Newhouse Sr., in 1922, whose properties include Condé Nast, publisher of such magazines as Vogue, Vanity Fair, and The New Yorker. Dozens of newspapers across the U.S. Star Ledger, The Plain Dealer, and The Oregonian. Cable company, Bright House Networks, and a controlling stake in Discovery Communications. According to Bloomberg Billionaires Index, he has an estimated net worth of $19.4 billion. He resides in New York City. I've been to New York, but I've yet to be to New York City. I've been to Rochester and Buffalo and I think it's called Anchorage, New York or something like that. I don't think I've been to Anchorage, New York or whatever. I there's a I don't think it's called Anchorage. Anchorage, New York. Anchorage, New York. There is an Anchorage in New York. Oh, it's but it wasn't Anchorage in New York. I was thinking of the place that they make those buffalo chicken wings. The place that they invented the buffalo chicken wings. I know it didn't it start with an A? Where were buffalo wings invented? Anchor Bar. Yeah, I don't know why I said Anchorage, New York, when I meant the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York. That would have to be my number one consumed food item thus far, next to pizza, would be these buffalo chicken wings. My dad made them in his industrial fryer. We went several restaurants, and then when I got older, I started buying them myself. And I made them a few times, but I mostly like having them at the bar or pub or restaurant. But I haven't had them in a while. My dad taught me how to make them. I used to cut them and the potatoes whenever we'd have wing night. He would have me cut the wings and the potatoes. So I learned that early on. I never was a fan of the whole wing like this, even though it's been given to me. I always liked cutting my wings as well as the tips off. My dad taught me that in Tennessee long ago. You stretch it out, you cut it there, blah blah blah. You cut the tip off. Some people like it with the tip and some people like it all together. I'm not a big fan of that. I like it cut. And I'm fairly good at preparing them too. But I've never been to Anchorage Bar, but I've been to this place called Buffalo Chips, which was pretty good. And I've been to countless bars, but I'd have to say the best place that sorry for slurring. I've been up for a while. The best place that I've ever been so far in my life is Buffalo chips in Bonita Springs, Florida. I'd have to rate them number one so far out of all the places I've been to for wings, restaurant-wise. I like Pizza Hut wings. I like Domino's wings. I like all these other wings. I've even been to a couple of bars that I can't even remember the name of. But one name that always, always, always sticks out in my mind, and I sat right here. Me, my father John Sloat, and his wife Nicole Sloat sat right here shortly after my dad had met her. And there was a guy, you don't see him in this picture here, but he rocks a bandana every once in a while. And that was the guy that served us. I don't know if he's there anymore, but he knew Nicky. And there's also a motel that's right on the side of it. And we parked in the back there. There's some parking in the back. And that was the best wings I've ever had. And I've had Hooters. Hooters are really good too. Hooters is really good too. Oh, here's the guy right here, I think. Hooters. Yes, I got a picture with the Hooters girls. I don't know if I still have it anywhere, but my cousin Casey used to work for somewhere that developed photos. And when I was younger, I had a photo with some Hooters girls. And that's a tradition, is to get a photo with a Hooters girl. And I've been to Hooters many times. Used to go in Florida, and I even went in Calgary. I went to Hooters before. Hooters has really good boneless wings. I don't know if they call them boneless wings. Fairly sure they do. Because you know, all different restaurants have all different names for boneless wings and things. But yeah, they make really good boneless wings. I like their boneless wings. I haven't been in quite a few years. I'd say about 10 years was the last time I went to Hooters. Yeah, they're boneless wings. But I had boneless wings quite recently at Jack Astor's. The waitress comped me some wings. I went there the one time. I had the Memphis steak. I did a video and whatnot when I was there. And I can't remember why she comped me, but she comped me these, she comped me a meal or whatever. She gave me a gift certificate, sorry, for any meal I wanted, but it wasn't any meal. I think it was up to $25 or something like that. And I went with the wings. It wasn't these ones here. I have a picture of them on my Instagram. They looked very similar to the Hooters wings. Yeah, they call them chicken fingers at Jack Astor's. And those were good. James Ratcliffe. Oh, it just keeps going and loading and loading. Steve Cohen, Ken Griffin, Mike Cannon, software, hedge funds, fasteners. Scott Farquhar. He's down pretty bad today. 65 million. 329 million up or whatever. I bet it goes constantly up and down or whatever. I don't know what the $0 means. Does it really mean they just had no change at all? No significant change, I think. I think they might have been able to go up, like, I think they're only counting millions here. So if it only went down by like 10,000 or 1,000 or 100,000 or something, they don't even mark it down, quite possibly. Or up. Auto parts. Zhong Yang, there's a lot of these ZHANG guys. It must be a fairly popular name, Chinese name, or Asian name, because he's from Singapore, but some other Zhangs were from a different area of Asia. Forrest Lee. Gaming. Shopee. What is Shopee? Leading online shopping platform in Southeast Asia. Reminds me a lot of Namecheap's design. He might be with Namecheap, who knows? Or it might be the same designers, who knows? I don't know. Let me see, Shopee. And I'm going to put, Namecheap. Not sure what the relation is, but the design looks very similar. Don't tell me I'm having this problem again. As you can see, it looks very similar, the designing of that Shopee and then Namecheap. I'd have to guarantee there's some relation. At least whoever designed it. Or maybe even more than that. Who knows? Whatever. Anyways, I'll look more into some of these people another time whenever I have more energy. It is, you can see here, 12:03 a.m. Happy Canada Day, July 1st. Savitri, David Tepper, Wang, Wenyan, Kwang Suing. Staximili, I'll be suing you if you talk my name. Kwang Suing. Or sometimes Kwak Kwang Suing is the matriarch of the Kwok family. She controls the conglomerate Sun Hung Kai Properties, the largest property developer in Hong Kong as of 2019. As of 2008, Huang effectively controls about 41.53% of SHK Properties shares through a family trust. So she was deemed as the largest shareholder. I like this photo of her. David Tepper. Hedge funds, United States. Man, I've been all over the United States back lately. They piggybacked me all the way through. Carl Icahn. Heard of him too. Hinduja Brothers. Unknown age. How do you not know his age? He's that good at hiding his age? United Kingdom. Finn Rousing. Sweden. Packaging. Kirsten Rousing. Or Rossing, I guess. Packaging. What sort of packaging? Finn? I always liked the name Finn. Mostly Finnegan the Fox. Swedish billionaire and businessman, a co-owner of Tetra Laval, the packaging company. Must be a European packaging company. Jorn Rousing. Always been a big fan, non-gaily, of Swedish names, especially the first names. Like I said, happy Canada Day. It's a big holiday here in Canada. Why is Canada Day celebrated? Canada Day marks the date, July 1st, 1867, when 3 British colonies were joined together to create the Dominion of Canada. Many Indigenous people have never commemorated Canada Day and view their Canadian citizenship as something that was imposed on them. That sort of just really weirds me out that some people have that mind state still to this modern day, even though modernly we live much differently and the system that's being set up is so fair. But I think some people just do it to celebrate their heritage. But then it goes too far. I think everybody should get along on Canada Day. Joyce Lau News. Happy Canada Day with love from Hong Kong. Somebody sent her Tim Hortons coffee. Oh, she's a Canadian Hong Konger. Maybe she bought it herself. Who knows? Oh, those bars. Nanimo bars or Namino bars. I've had too many of those. Same with Tim Hortons coffee. But maybe today was that day for her.